So guys, there's new information now about the Trump shooting. They are now saying that a local police officer actually went up a ladder onto the roof to confront the shooter before he shot at Trump. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly where this could have happened because this is a big building with a really big roof. So I'm going to get into the details of where the shooter was laying, where the cop would have been climbing up this ladder, and would the shooter actually have enough time to turn around and point his rifle at the cop, or would the cop have more time to pull out a gun and shoot at the shooter before he can get any shots off? Let's take a look at how this all went down. So the Daily Mail, as well as Newsweek, Associated Press, they have all now confirmed this, that a local cop now went onto the roof after he was told by these witnesses that there is a shooter up there. So here they say, according to sources, a police officer backed away when the would-be assassin pointed a rifle at him just moments before he then fired in Trump's direction, clipping his ear. So everybody knows this part of the story, that the rally goers noticed a man climbing on the roof and told local law enforcement. And this is according to two local law enforcement officials. And they say one officer climbed to the roof and encountered Crooks, who pointed his rifle at the officer. The officer retreated down the ladder, and Crooks quickly took a shot toward the former president just 130 yards away. And that's when U.S. Secret Service counter snipers shot at him. These are the guys that were looking directly in his direction. So what they're saying is, according to Butler County Sheriff Michael T. Sloop, the officer was gripping the roof's edge when confronted by Crook's rifle. So I'm going to show you exactly where he could have been gripping the edge. And because of his position, he did not have a gun with him and had to drop back to the ground. He lets go because he doesn't want to get killed, Sloop told the Washington Post. The guy is an effing cop. Come on, man. I don't know if this means, come on, he wants to live another day, or come on, he's a cop and this is his job and he should have tried to engage this guy. So before I show you possibly where the police officer got on the roof with the ladder, you have to understand where everything is in relation to Trump and the Secret Service snipers and the shooters. And I went over this in my previous video, along with video clips backing up the reasoning for where I position the shooter. A lot of media are saying the shooter was somewhere over here. That is not the case. I'm not going to go over this again. You can watch my previous video, but I will show you the video of why I say the shooter is here and where the cop would have confronted this shooter. Now, remember, I say the shooter is here. Obviously, he is facing this direction, so his feet are facing the back of this roof, and this is a long roof. This is like 140 feet long by about 70 feet wide. So look on Google Maps, it's saying this is 144 feet long and about 82 feet wide. So there is a lot of room on this roof. And so there's a big difference of if the shooter was over here or the shooter was way down here where some media is reporting. Now, here is a video of that roof. Here is the sniper's bag. Here is where he climbed up with a ladder. You see this little connection between the two buildings at the right side of the building that has this awning with this lamp here. The gun is right here, and this blurred out section is the shooter's body. Okay, so here's a wider view of this. Like I said, this is 144 feet. This is 82 feet. So it is a really big roof. Here's the shooter's backpack. Here's his gun. Here is his blurred out corpse, right? And his head is here. His legs are here. He's facing this way to shoot at Trump over here. I'm assuming this is the same ladder the police officer went up to check out the reports of a sniper on the roof. Unless he somehow brought his own ladder, which I doubt, I'm guessing that this would be the one that he actually went up. Now, most media have the shooter somewhere around here. And if you look at the video by TMZ, you would think that he's close by, but he's really not. He's all the way over here, but they could just see him from there. And so I'm assuming that this is the shooting position where he took the shots and where he got shot. It's not like he was over here, took the shots, ran over here, and then got shot, because you see the quick reaction of the Secret Service. As soon as the shots came, they shot back. So I'm assuming he was killed right in the same spot that he took his shots. His gun is right next to him, his bag is over here. And there are no blood trails coming from over here. And so here is a closer up shot of the body along with blood draining down the roof there. So you see there is no blood trails over here or anything like that. So this is very close to where this connection is, where the ladder is. So here is the bag. Here is where the ladder was laying, right? And the trees are over here and the parking lot's back here. So according to the police, they're saying that this police officer climbed up to here, and you see there is about maybe a 1 foot difference between the top of this roof and the top of this roof. So maybe he climbed up here, grabbed the top of this roof. Obviously, he's not climbing with his gun in his hand. So he's climbing with both hands, grabs the top of this roof, looks up, and really you cannot, maybe you cannot see so well this guy who's over here. So maybe he climbs up onto this piece and then sees this guy. But if he climbed up to here, he would have time to get his gun out and aim it at this guy. And this guy, his feet are here, his head is over here. So how did he hear or see this police officer to stop what he was doing and completely turn around and turn his rifle and aim it at this police officer? And then the police officer went back down. Now, if he just got up to this part and poked his head up and this guy was still preparing or whatever, or heard him and looked this way, or heard the car coming or something of the police officer, that could be possible. And he aimed it at this guy and this guy got back down. And then he hurried up and rushed to take his shots. However, let's say you are this police officer and you popped your head up and this guy was looking at you and aimed his rifle, right? And you jump back down. What do? You immediately say, you get on your radio and you say, hey, this is officer whatever, there's a sniper on the roof, get Trump down, get him off the stage immediately, before anything else happens, right? Are they patched into the Secret Service frequency of communications? I would assume they are. So I would guess that's the first thing he's supposed to do. Even if he doesn't want to confront him with a gun, he should immediately say, everybody protect Trump and get him off the stage. There's an active shooter. Okay, so let's say it did happen that way, that this guy was setting up or heard the cars coming and kind of turned his gun around and looked to see who's coming up the ladder and aimed it at the police officer, and the police officer went back down. This guy would have to now turn back around, set his gun up, aim it, do all this stuff. That would take a little bit of time, especially when you know that there's the police behind you over here potentially shooting at you. You would seem to be in a rush or a hurry or sloppily trying to get your shots off quickly. But the TMZ video of the shooter actually shooting, it looks like he has been in this position for a while, like he's taking his leisurely time to set up his shot. It doesn't look like he just scrambled to get his shot off. So this is the video of the shooter already in place right before he shoots, and you hear the shooting back. So it didn't look like he is rushed or in a hurry to get off these shots. And there is a brand new TMZ video of him actually just climbing up and crawling on the roof. So look at this. This is a brand new video that just came out, and there he is still kind of crawling. He doesn't have the gun in his hand yet. Now this side of the building is the far side of the roof, farther away from where he is. There's a door here that says number 11. There's a window here, and now you'll see there's a door here that says number 12. This is the opposite side of where he put the ladder to get on the roof. Like I showed you, there's no awning over here with the light hanging over. Now you see, there he is on his knees. there's door number 12, and this is door number 11 right next to it. So this is the field that these people were standing on, videoing this guy climbing up, and between this big building and this smaller building, this is the three barns. This is where the Secret Service snipers were. And you see, it is a lot higher than this roof. So they should have easily seen him. You have the water tower right here behind that. If somebody was on there, they would have seen everything. And so opposite this building is the parking lot. So here is door number 11. Here is door number 12. Here is where he got in with the ladder. Here is where the people are standing, filming him crawling over here on the roof. And so here is where he would have put the ladder. And you see, the roof is not the same height as the roof over here. So this cop would have climbed up, and he wouldn't be able to see this guy crawling unless he was just getting up there or standing up or something like that, which I doubt he would do. So maybe he had to climb up a little bit, get on his knees, and then look up a little or something like that, and then climb back down. But why wouldn't you immediately run over here and get on your radio and, even shoot your gun in the air or something like that to attract attention or something? So, like I said, the ladder is here at the connection between the buildings. This must have been where the cop also climbed up the ladder and looked. But if this guy was already in position, he wouldn't have seen this cop unless this cop made noise or the police car or something like that. And the spectators were here watching him climb over here. They could see it. And even from standing in this field, you could see the top of the roof. So guys, it seems there's new facts that are going to keep trickling out, and there's going to be questions raised about this cop. Is he another Uvalde, Texas police officer that just stood by and did nothing because he didn't want to risk his neck? Or was the fact that he actually climbed the ladder and made himself known to the shooter actually helped Trump not getting shot because this guy was rushed and hastily, set up his rifle or something like that? That's possible. But I'll be real curious to see what immediate actions he took when he got down off this ladder. How soon did he get on the radio and say, hey, shut everything down, there's an active shooter? And from the time he did that to the time that the shots rang out, how much time was that? Guys, let me know in the comments below what you think about these new facts. Did the cop do the right thing? He didn't want to get his head blown off? Or should he have ducked down, got his gun, and at least jump back up and take some shots or something like that? And that would at least alert the Secret Service to get Trump out of the way and maybe foil the shooter's attempt at shooting at Trump in the first place. And one other thing, if your comment doesn't show up, don't blame me. I see a lot of comments of people saying that their comments keep getting deleted by YouTube, not just on my video, but other videos that I've watched of the Trump shooting. So that's what's going on. So let me know what you think about these new details. Thanks for watching, guys.